They lit up the silver screen, signed million-dollar contracts, and lived like royalty. So how did they end up with nothing? Fame and fortune seemed inseparable in Golden Age Hollywood. Yet some of its biggest legends died penniless, forgotten by the very industry that made them icons. The truth is darker than you'd ever imagine, and it could happen to anyone. Today we're revealing the shocking stories of classic Hollywood's brightest stars who lost it all, the devastating mistakes that destroyed their wealth, and the one heartbreaking name at the end that will completely change how you see old Hollywood forever. Judy Garland. On June 22, 1969, Judy Garland was found dead in the bathroom of a rented London townhouse, far from home, surrounded by modest furnishings and crushing debt. At her peak, she earned real money. For The Wizard of Oz, she reportedly received around $9,600. By the mid-1940s, at MGM, her weekly salary climbed as high as $5,000. Yet almost none of it stayed in her hands. Two men sat at the center of her financial life: manager Freddie Fields and agent David Begelman. Later investigations accused both of serious mismanagement, leaving her perpetually short of cash. Mounting tax debts consumed whatever came in. In 1967, she performed 27 shows at New York's Palace Theater. Her 75% cut topped $200,000, but nearly all of it vanished into back taxes and old obligations. Seeking stability, she accepted a London engagement 5 weeks at the Talk of the Town for £2,500 a week. When she died at just 47, her estate was valued at roughly $40,000, the remains of a brilliant career that others spent before she ever could. Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi, the man who defined Dracula for generations, died on August 16, 1956, at 73 in his modest Los Angeles apartment. Almost immediately, two legends took hold. The first claims he died clutching a script for an upcoming film. The second says Frank Sinatra covered the funeral costs. Both are myths. In reality, the people closest to him stepped up. His former wife, Lillian Arch, paid for the cemetery plot and headstone. His widow, Hope Lugosi, covered the casket and the funeral service. The viewing was held at Utter McKinley Mortuary in Hollywood, and he was buried at Holy Cross Cemetery in Culver City. He truly was buried in Dracula's full costume cape, ring the complete image. But it wasn't his dying wish. The decision was made by his son and Lillian Arch. Lugosi was never wealthy. Even after the landmark 1931 Dracula made him a star, he received just $3,500 for the entire production. His will listed only $1,000 in cash, divided with his widow Hope. Fame had been far more generous to his legend than to his bank account. Veronica Lake. Veronica Lake was one of the defining faces of 1940s Hollywood. The signature peekaboo wave, the icy gaze, she was recognizable in a single frame. At her peak, she commanded around $4,500 a week, placing her among the top earners of her era. The fall came fast and never stopped. Her reputation for being difficult hardened into industry fact. Drinking worsened. By the close of the decade, serious roles were gone. The financial pressure turned public when her own mother sued her for failing to provide support. Lake reportedly pawned jewelry just to maintain appearances. In 1951, she and director André de Toth filed for bankruptcy together. In 1962, a New York Post reporter found her working as a cocktail waitress in Manhattan, introducing herself as Connie de Toth. Her 1969 autobiography, Veronica held nothing back alcoholism affairs and her painful admission of being an absent mother. She died of acute hepatitis and kidney failure. A modest memorial was paid for by friend Donald Bain, who also settled a $200 storage bill for her ashes. No estate, debts remaining after death. Louise Brooks. In the late 1920s, Louise Brooks held leading roles at Paramount and carried genuine studio status. By her own careful accounting, her entire professional life brought in exactly $124, $614, $500 from film, $10, $100 from theater, and the remainder from various other work. She later admitted the total surprised her. She had never paid much attention to money while earning it. After her film career collapsed, she settled in West Hollywood, paying $55 a month in rent and writing for magazines. In 1940, the Los Angeles Times reported she had lost $2,000 in a stock promotion scam, months of living expenses gone instantly. She moved to New York, cycling through public relations jobs and losing them quickly. In July 1946, she took a sales position at Saks Fifth Avenue for roughly $40 a week. She described herself without sentimentality as a kept woman for a period, yet came away with nothing to show for it. She burned an unfinished autobiography in a moment of despair. In her later years, she survived on a modest stipend from CBS founder William S. Paley. On August 8, 1985, Louise Brooks died of a heart attack in a small Rochester apartment, largely forgotten by the industry that made her iconic. Bill Bojangles Robinson. In the first half of the 20th century, Bill Bojangles Robinson stood among the highest-paid black entertainers in America. According to PBS, he was earning approximately $6,600 a week by 1937, with lifetime earnings estimated above $2 million. Nearly every account of his life ends with the same blunt line: he died penniless. Two explanations surface repeatedly. The first is extraordinary generosity. In his hometown of Richmond, Virginia, he personally paid to install traffic lights at a dangerous intersection. The New Yorker recorded the precise amount, $1,240.70, noting he kept a detailed receipt. He was known for lavish tipping and lending money freely throughout his community. The second is harder to romanticize: high living and a serious gambling habit. Craps tables consumed much of what his generosity didn't. Robinson died on November 25, 1949, of heart failure. His estate was valued at less than $25,000, mostly possessions with bills still outstanding. Ed Sullivan organized and paid for the funeral. Robinson's casket lay in state at the 369th Infantry Regiment Armory in Harlem, where an estimated 32,000 people came to say goodbye. Frances Farmer. In 1935, Frances Farmer signed a 7-year contract with Paramount at roughly $100 a week, steady money during the Great Depression. By 1936, she appeared alongside Bing Crosby in Rhythm on the Range. From the outside, it looked like a clear studio fast track. Farmer never fit comfortably within the system. In 1937, she returned to the stage. Offstage alcohol and depression eroded her stability. On October 19, 1942, Santa Monica police arrested her for driving under the influence. The court imposed a $500 fine. She paid $250. The unpaid balance became a legal weapon used against her. A warrant was issued in January 1943. On January 21st, she was transferred to the psychiatric ward at Los Angeles County General Hospital under court order. By May 1945, she was recommitted to Western State Hospital in Washington, remaining there until March 1950, nearly 5 years. She emerged with no career waiting. She took laundry work in Seattle, then quiet clerical jobs. After selling her family home for $5,500 in 1955, she had no remaining assets. A local Indianapolis television job provided brief stability until 1964. A cosmetics venture then failed, taking her last savings. On August 1, 1970, Frances Farmer died of esophageal cancer in Indianapolis. No property, no savings, nothing left behind. Barbara Payton. In 1949, Universal signed Barbara Payton at around $100 a week. Her rise was fast. At her peak during production, she reportedly earned as much as $5,000 a week. The collapse came just as quickly. In September 1951, a tabloid scandal detonated around her. Actor Tom Neal showed up at her home and brutally beat Franchot Tone, her fiancé, leaving him with a fractured cheekbone requiring hospitalization. The story ran coast to coast. Serious roles stopped coming almost overnight. She attempted to convert the notoriety into income by touring publicly with Neal, but in film, she slid into low-budget territory. By 1953, she was working in England on pictures like Four-Sided Triangle and The Flanagan Boy, released in the US as Bad Blonde. In 1963, she published her memoir, I Am Not Ashamed. Hoping to generate income and renewed attention, it brought neither. Accounts of her final years grow increasingly grim, with some sources reporting she resorted to sex work for as little as $5. In February 1967, she was found unconscious in a drugstore parking lot on Sunset Boulevard. She was taken to her parents in San Diego. On May 8, 1967, Barbara Payton died, broke at just 39, survived only by the fading echo of a career that had once promised so much more. Harry Langdon. In the late 1920s, Harry Langdon was spoken of alongside Chaplin Keaton and Harold Lloyd, the so-called fourth face of silent comedy. At his peak, he commanded up to $7,500 a week. The collapse was swift and largely self-inflicted. His strongest work came under director Frank Capra, The Strongman and Long Pants. Then Langdon fired Capra, convinced he could run his own pictures. Film after film failed. The studio terminated his contract, and the steady income disappeared. The debts remained. In early 1931, he filed for bankruptcy, listing $62,000 in liabilities against just $700 in assets. He owed $25 a week in alimony, falling $1.100 behind by 1941. An alienation of affection judgment added $11.500 owed to Tom O'Brien. Federal tax debt added roughly $30,000 more. He survived on whatever he could find. A role in Hallelujah, I'm a Bum brought a reported $20,000 fee, but 2/3 went straight to alimony. He tried songwriting, releasing Calling All Cars in 1933. It went nowhere. Increasingly, he worked as a behind-the-scenes gag man, punching up jokes for other comedians. Survival checks, not a comeback. On December 22, 1944, Harry Langdon died at 60. His friend Vernon Dent quietly handled the funeral. He died broke a giant of silent comedy, reduced to chasing whatever scraps the industry would spare.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.